Shalom. This week we're celebrating the festival of Sukkot. The festival of Sukkot is the most joyous of all the festivals. When discussing this joy, the Rambam wrote that even though it is a mitzvah to rejoice on all the festivals, there was an additional celebration in the temple in the festival of Sukkot. As God commanded us, you shall rejoice before God your Lord for 7 days. The burdens of building a sukkah, missed work, and cooking all take away from the joy that we are commanded. What are we missing that would enable us to enjoy the festival with this necessary joy? God discussed the festival of Sukkot in a few places throughout the Torah, but a careful reading of one of these parshiot can tell us a valuable lesson about the joy of Sukkot. In Sedra Sukkot, God stated that when you gather your produce from the threshing floor and your vat, you shall celebrate the festival of Sukkot for 7 days. You shall rejoice in your festival, you, your son, your daughter, the Levi, the convert, the orphan, the widow who are in your cities. 7 days you shall celebrate the festival in the place which the Lord your God shall choose, because the Lord your God will bless you in all your produce and in all the work of your hands. And you will be happy. 3 times a year, on Pesach, on Shavuot, and on Sukkot, every man shall appear before the Lord your God in the place that he will choose, and he shall not appear before the Lord your God empty-handed. In this one small section of the Torah, the command to celebrate the festival of Sukkot is stated 3 times. Such repetition is extraneous and could only have been written this way to teach a lesson. In discussing the command to celebrate the festival, a closer look reveals that with each repetition, Hashem adds one facet to the celebration. The first command to celebrate merely stated that the individual should celebrate. As Maimonides wrote, on these festival days a person is obligated to be happy and in good spirits. In the next listing of the command to celebrate, Hashem adds in who you must celebrate with. You, your son, your daughter, the servant, the Levi, the convert, the orphan, and the widow who are in your cities. Maimonides addressed this additional command and wrote that a person who locks his gates of his courtyard and eats and drinks with his children and his wife without feeding the poor and the embittered is not indulging in rejoicing associated with a mitzvah, but rather the rejoicing of his gut. The third mention of the command follows the second by adding in yet another facet to the command. This time, the location of the celebration is listed. You shall celebrate the festival in the place which the Lord your God shall choose. This third listing of the command to celebrate Sukkot in the temple tells us that we have to celebrate the festival in Yerushalayim, in the temple. When understood with its unique lesson, each command to celebrate teaches a different component of the mitzvah to rejoice, which accumulates into a new understanding of celebration. The mitzvah isn't merely to be happy on Sukkot, it is to rejoice with others in Yerushalayim in the temple. Many of us see the festival, let's be honest, as a burden, and with all the stress, we can't possibly see how anyone could celebrate joyously. What are they missing? What are they doing wrong? As long as they open up their homes to the needy, nothing at all. As a nation, though, we are missing this third component. Without a temple, we can't fully experience the joy of Sukkot as it is supposed to be celebrated. May we quickly see the rebuilding of Yerushalayim and the temple and experience Sukkot as it was meant to be celebrated. Chag Sameach.